Alright everybody, welcome back. We are finally going to leave this area and finally start to build our self-sustainable base. We have our car packed to the brim full of supplies, and I think it is time to go set up in the most ideal location that I could think of. And I will take us there. Do I have it marked on our map? The answer is no, because we actually haven't discovered a lot in this area, but you know, that's not what's important. What's important right now is getting the last of our gear. I'm going to equip this as our secondary and making sure that we're not too way down where we're losing health, and we are not good. But you know, we're going to get into our van and we're going to just get ready to leave. We don't have to really start the car yet. What I'm thinking of doing is we will just try to put random objects that we have into random containers, so that way I don't have to have all this weight keeping us weak for when we actually get to the area we're going to. And it looks like that's all I'm going to be able to do. It doesn't appear that we're losing any health right now, so I guess it's just time to start off with the road trip. Thankfully, we've got almost a full tank of gas, but the route to get out of here is going to be very straightforward, and the place that I want to set us up at is probably going to be a new favorite base for a lot of new players playing the game, and especially old players that have never been to this location before, because this is a new location in the game as far as I'm concerned. We are going to have to be very careful about any car wrecks or potential zombie hordes in our way. I don't want to slam this car into a tree and lose another. And we're also going to have to be very wary of sprinters, because if we trigger enough sprinters to chase after our car, I don't know if stopping is going to be a safe, valuable option. Alright, we've come to our first turn in the road. We're going to take a left. I know I said I wanted to have a base over by the waterfront, and this is going to be the way we get there. Then right here at this intersection, we are going to take a right. Alright, we finally hit the bend. I was looking for this. This was going to be our telltale that we are going the correct way, and we have found it. So that's good to know. We're just going to keep following this road. Our next turn is going to be a left. Alright, we've re-hit civilization. We got ourselves a small town here. We're going to keep driving through it, though. We're not going to pay attention to it right now. Nope. We're going to avoid that group. And we finally hit our left turn. We are going the correct way. Hopefully there'll be less zombies when we actually stop at the location we're going to. Alright, the turn is right here. I'm hoping for the best here, because this is going to be a great base location. It's just a matter of how populated is it going to be when we get there. It's looking like there's a few zombies on this trail, so we'll have to be very careful. Okay, sprinter. Come on. There we go. The less of those guys I have to deal with out here, the better. Alright, we are here. And I do think we are going to have to fight. But what we're going to do first is we're going to drop our stuff. All right, there we go. Okay, there's quite a few people out here. It's not gonna look... I don't think this is gonna be a real situation where we're gonna be having a fair fight. This is not how I wanted to spend my summer vacation. Okay, we're gonna swap it up a bit. I'm gonna lead them to the trees and try to lose them. Only because exhaustion has popped up. We need to get that down. And I think I mistakenly left my van running. So what we're gonna do is we're actually just gonna walk around. I want this house specifically. But in order to do that, we're gonna go over to this lake and just rest. Try to get some of these bars down. Did I really just scratch my groin? Okay. That's what I was talking about when I said, oh, running through the woods, not a good idea. And I've just proven that to myself. We do have this nice river here, which is important. There's lots of land. I think if we chop down some trees, we'll be in a very good state. We are injured, and our pants are ripped. I don't think the mime getup is going to last that much longer, but I'm going to try to hold out. I was smart enough to at least bring this crowbar with me. I'm going to put it on my back. Because if this nightstick breaks in the middle of combat, I think we're cooked. And we also don't have a lot of water left, so we're going to have to be very careful. Oh no, we have a limp now. Okay, we're just gonna take these guys over to the lake and do our best. I think we got this. Please give me this. Can I rip that? I can rip that. If the zombies just stay by the van, then we can just slowly try to take out small groups of them. And we did end up getting like at least a rag we can use for our groin injury. So we're gonna disinfect. And then we're gonna bandage. Alright, I pulled a couple of them. Let's see. Yeah, I think the van's actually playing out in our favor right now. As long as it's on, it pulls some of them back. Come on, just a few more. Hey, that was a lot more than like 1 or 2 hits. And yep, the zombies are triggering on that van, so we are going to have to figure something out. Thankfully, as you can see, and I can see right here, zombies cannot traverse the river, so we are safe as long as we are hitting, like, our backs are to the river, so we can at least sit here, catch our breath, and get ready for our next little slew of combat blows, which I think is going to be happening sooner rather than later. Alright, I've given it about 40 minutes of time, and we've actually hit the drowsy marker. So what I'm thinking of doing is, if we can sneak inside this house, we could probably catch some sleep. Plus, if the zombies are all stuck by that van, then I don't gotta worry too much. It's our first time inside this house, and, you know, the first floor right here seems pretty clear. Upstairs is a little rummaged. Let's check our medicine cabinet, see what we got. We've got ourselves magazines. A mirror and a razor. We've got alcohol. We're gonna try to leave this front door intact. We've got ourselves a corpse. They're dead. We've got a kitchen. If there's any food in here at all, that'd be a blessing, but the amount of trash and everything everywhere is leading me to believe that we might actually be cooked. And look at that, we've got a can of spaghetti. Maybe we won't be too bad after all. We got rotten scrambled eggs and an empty beer can. Yeah, it does look like they're all focused on this van. I can't even open the can of spaghetti right now. That is a large group. Let's pull some of them and then we'll deal with them. I can't believe this. I was a fool. I can't believe I didn't turn off the van. I want this house, but we might have to stay in another house. Maybe we'll save our murder energy for a different group of zombies. Let's let them have the van for now. We're gonna go down to the south house first and then check that out. We do have all of our supplies of that van, so rough. This house looks a little bit better off. Maybe all the zombies went and... I see a zombie. It's gonna be harder to see where the zombies are going. Alright, I got this. Okay, we ended up inside a house. If I could find the light switch for this room, we can have some sort of light. Nice. Alright. That'll be the room that we hide in. I'm gonna close every curtain I see. And then we can check and see what we got for supplies in here. This house is really nice, actually. This is definitely going to be a nice house to kind of hide out in for a minute. And, you know, maybe we'll get most of our furniture from this place. Okay, this house has a lot of storage. And we got ourselves mostly not really that helpful. Yeah, lots of Kentucky newspapers, but they don't function the same as they used to. I don't think I could get any entertainment from it. Our character is drowsy and hungry, so what I'm thinking is let's get ourselves some, a nice little fireplace, some food, and oh my gosh, fresh grapes. Isn't that nice? Alright, we're no longer hungry, and we still, they have a pint of ice cream and some stale beef. We'll definitely be eating that tomorrow. Antidepressants, I'm taking those for sure. I'm not seeing anything as far as bandages go, but that's okay. And I'm seeing a hunting knife inside this trash can, so we're actually just gonna drop these trash bags. We got ourselves marinara, small carton of wine. Oh, this hunting knife is gonna destroy itself at any minute, but you know, as a last-ditch effort weapon, I'm taking it. I'm also going to grab this broom. See what else we have in here. Nothing else in the food department, so I guess we're not going to be doing good in that regard. But, you know, at least we can sleep for the night, and maybe there'll be something good in here. Nope. Yeah, I guess it's just time to sleep, get ourselves prepared for the next day. Dang, I thought maybe with the hunting knife, maybe I could break open this can of spaghetti, but I guess not. Alright, it is the next day. It's currently raining, and we're not going to focus on too much right now as far as base building goes, because look at that, we're all healed up. Our clothes are tattered, but we're healed up. We can fix that because we have lots of sewing kits if I'm correct. But what I need to do right now is I just need to get my character nice and fed so that way we're not peckish anymore. We're going to eat this ground beef. We're going to save the ice cream more as a reward. I'm also going to take this rotten salmon out. And you know what? We're going to take the dirty sweatband. There we go. We're in the wilderness. We need to be able to keep the sweat off our eyes so that way we can be ready for anything. And, well, the anything we're going to get ready for is going to be the probably lots and lots of hostile zombies that have accumulated over by the van that we left running on accident in front of the house that we wanted to live in. Alright, let's go reclaim that van. I'm going to take the long way, keep the woods between us so that way I don't accidentally lead them all to the house that I'm trying to stay at to stay safe. Worst case scenario, if I start to get too exhausted or tired in the middle of this, I'll probably just take a deep, long loop around. I'm not seeing more zombies approaching, so when we get a little glimpse of the van, I'm hoping that that's exactly the amount we need to deal with for a while. And I'm seeing more than 20. I'll try to pull them one at a time if I can. If I can't, then it's whatever. So far, so good. No sprinters are emerging from the crowd yet. We're going this way, even though I explicitly know that there might be zombies back there. Well, this is a nice house. We're gonna let them have that now. And you can see a growing number of zombies on the other side of the lake. They can't do much to us right now. We're gonna go over to our little bag. We're gonna drop this. I'm gonna drink all this wine. Yeah, you can really see just the number growing over there. This is a nice open area, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit this little cubby. And I'm going to sit on the ground so that we can get our exhaustion back down, and we're going to get, hopefully, some of this muscle strain down, too. Alright, it's been a couple hours. I'm going to go back to the zombie killing spree. I'm going to go take a loop around just like I did before. As long as I'm not pulling them towards the house that we're staying at currently, I think we'll be good, because I definitely want to keep that place safe. Alright, I'm not seeing anything from that side. Does look like the overall group is still relatively the same. I'm not sure if they all came back. I'm not seeing any familiar guys, so maybe we should actually turn around, go this way, and see if we left a bunch of stragglers at the other house and take care of them. I am seeing some crawlers of various types. I know I didn't make them into crawlers. Maybe the trees are doing this because they don't have the outdoorsman perk. Okay, we got a couple. We did break our nightstick. We're down to the crowbar and the hunting knife we have. Maybe be in our best interest right now to go through this house, search and see if we can find some sort of blunt weapon we can use. I am hearing banging on doors, which leads me to believe that maybe something. Alright, so there was just the one zombie in here. I'm not seeing more. But I'm gonna quickly just scan the house, look for supplies, see what I can get. We got ourselves some cups, we got a salmon, we've got some frozen stuff. I'm gonna move the stale salmon into the freezer. Then we got ourselves... yeah, nothing in the kitchen really. But I am seeing a home theater, that's fancy, and a popcorn machine. The popcorn machine itself doesn't appear to have... okay, interesting. The popcorn in there is just decoration, people. Next we got this room, and it looks more like a supply room. I do enjoy that all of these houses seem to be double layered as far as walls go. And we have found ourselves a generator, which is a huge find that saves us a lot of time later. I am going to equip this large handle in both our hands, so that way we have it. Next we got ourselves some beer bottles, empty plastic bottles. Well, I'm going to take all the beer bottles because those are weapons. Next we'll do a quick scan of the upstairs, see what we can find. The master bedroom is empty as far as zombies go, and we got ourselves a few containers that we can search, though I did not see any weapons in here. Next we got kind of a storage room, and it looks like magazines, newspapers, and CDs. We got some sheets in here, which is definitely a good find. A barbell, which is technically a good weapon. Technically one of the worst weapons. It has such a high damage threshold, but at the same time, it is a very weighty weapon. Not worth using. We got ourselves a plunger. It's something, so I'm going to take it. And with all of that, I think we're going to head outside and try our best. Okay, we've got one coming. Two. If we make some noise with them, I'm sure more will start straggling out. All right, here we go. We got some stragglers coming out. Okay, we killed 3 zombies, and we are instantly exhausted. Though I'm not being attacked by a larger group at all, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to head in the house over here and take a nice little rest. It's like it doesn't even really matter which one our base is, it just matters that I get all of my stuff back. I think we'll eat ourselves a creamsicle. Try to get our mood up a little bit because we are sad and we are hungry. And we're going to keep trying to pick off zombies at least until nighttime. Check the condition of our... we don't need a small handle anymore. Crowbar. Our crowbar is in good condition still, but I'm going to put it on our back. We're going to go with the butter knife. And actually, I'm going to equip that as a secondary. I think it's time we bust out the plunger. There, we got one over here. Okay, we got more zombies coming from somewhere. I can't let them join that horde, so I'm gonna have to take them out. Alright, we're coming back to the clearing area of where all those zombies were. I think the car's still on because the zombie... I don't know if it's even decreasing in size. That's what's really messing me up here. We're doing a risky play. We're getting close. I think we can afford to sit for just a second. If we could get this exhaustion to drop once, I think we can handle the rest of these stragglers over here. I think there's going to be 5 in total. Okay, we got them. I thought there was one more, but maybe they turned around and got bored. Let's check and see if any of them had any weapons on them. It's not looking that way. We should probably rest up and get rid of some of these moodles so we can get back to it again. I'm also going to check our stats real quick. We are losing weight. We're on 218 kills of zombies, but our skills would dictate that we're doing pretty good otherwise, because we have 2 maintenance, 1 in short blunt, 1 in long blunt, and short blade is slowly catching up. We haven't found any axes or long blade at all, but I think at some point we'll start to actually get to where we need to be as far as stats go. We're almost up in nimble as well, which would be really nice, because it's going to make traversing, killing zombies while like in combat mode very helpful, and I'm surprised that we haven't gotten sneaking up yet. Alright, we have hit the tired, like the drowsy and the peckish moodles, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to focus on our character's health and closing up all these curtains. I think tonight we'll eat this stale salmon. You know, just to get rid of some of these moodles, or at least bring them down, we're going to read this safari book. Dang, we got rid of a lot of them doing that. That was really good, actually. And now that it's like 9 p.m., I think what we'll do is we'll just catch some sleep. Alright, it is 6:30 in the morning. We're sad. I need a drink. I am getting hoarse. Hold on. I don't know what's going on with me. You know, allergies, they just mess with you. They just mess with you. They like to play games. Alright, we are back, kinda. I think my voice is going to be a little bit raspy for the rest of the session, and that's just how it's going to be. But I'm going to do one more run of trying to clear out that horde. Maybe I'll make a good dent in it where I can actually do something about all the zombies, considering the fact most of our weapons and everything is just in that van. So this whole day is just going to be dedicated to murderizing the dead, and oh boy, it does look like we're doing something to it. I got bad news, everybody. I think the van is officially died, so we are no longer going to have that excess get out of jail free card where these guys just group back. Oh, wait, nope. Maybe. It looked like for just a second these guys decided to get distracted. I hate this perspective. This is the worst perspective for this. No more are coming right now, and our exhaustion just went up a level, so what we're going to do is we're going to sit on the ground. Alright, I'm going to walk around the house real quick and see where we're at. Okay, we got 3 more coming, and we are exhausted again, so we're just gonna dip off real quick. Drop this, lower our weight. We're gonna equip the butter knife now, since that seems to be our next option. Our crowbar is still in great condition. I would be relying on that if it wasn't for the fact that it is going to cause high exertion early. So we're gonna sit on the ground and just wait it out. All right, it's now 10:30 a.m. Our left arm's starting to get back into a condition where we can start swinging again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for that to hit yellow or clear before we start using the crowbar. And it looks like this side of the house is still clear as well. I don't know what happened to those zombies from a second ago. There they are. And there's 4. I thought there were 3. Alright, that was that.
Let's go.
4 more down. I think on that note, we should probably get our character something to eat, and then we can go check on that van. Up next on our list of food that we have out here is this uncooked chicken leg. I think we should take some painkillers while we're at it. And we'll have ourselves an antidepressant. Since that's still cooking, let's go find us a book to read as well. Alright, we have a Fashions of the World book. That's going to be fun for our mime to read. Maybe he'll stop being a mime the second he reads this, because he'll discover that maybe mimes aren't the most fashionable thing in the world anyway. No, we can't burn our food. We gotta watch our food. Alright, we have just the pint of ice cream in that other house, and then I think we're out of immediate food, and we'll have to start actually figuring out what to do. Because I think all of our food is inside the van. We at least have a bag of food or a couple bags of food that we need to get food from in order to maintain our caloric intake, and we are failing miserably at doing that currently. So let's read our Fashions of the World book, and then we will go kill more zombies. Is that a dirty beret? That's what I'm talking about. And the horde has thinned out a bit, so I think we got this. We can clear this out today. I'm surprised I haven't, like, brought more people over here doing this. Okay, it's just me and these two, and I'm high exertion. So let's go and chill by the lake for a second, and then we'll figure out what to do with them in a second. I need these guys to be taken on at a higher energy level than what we're doing. I'm so excited we found ourselves a black beret so we can continue the mime theme up. I was worried the second I left town, like I dropped that mime hat, I was like, it's gone. I don't want to go back for it. It's just too much work, but, you know, sometimes Project Zomboid rewards. Alright, so there's one right there. There was a second one. There they are. I'm gonna check the condition of our mime shoes. Oh, dude, the condition of our mime shoes are horrible. I think we brought the second pair, right? Like, I packed it, I think. Man, I don't want to lose my mime shoes. Also, just to keep things going, we're gonna take these caffeine pills. I'm not gonna get drowsy this time. Wait, where's all the zombies? Interesting. Dude, we still somehow have gasoline in this thing? That is absolutely crazy. I'm gonna turn it off. I am kind of astounded by the fact that we have gasoline in this vehicle. Okay. And we still have that. We've got all of our toolboxes, cooler with food, our duffel bag with tools. Okay. We're fantastic. Alright, let's check these guys out. We've got a corpse. Now this house doesn't have doors on it, which isn't ideal for me. So maybe I'm gonna second guess this place. And even though this has so many multi-stories, I'm gonna at least check it out real quick. And yeah, that's nice. We got all these different floors with different things. It's really beautiful, actually. Like these house designs. We're gonna take the pain pills just because we've been taking hours. Another plunger, that's nice. I'm not gonna fully loot this place just because, but what do we got? We got an empty duffel bag, photograph of a suspicious meeting. I think this is just what the looted houses just are gonna typically look like. I swear there's another floor, but I don't have access to it. I'm gonna head downstairs. Yeah, looks like there's another floor, but I don't know how to get to it. I'm gonna drive and park this over at the other house we've already been staying at and call that our base. Well, it was bound to happen at some point. There was a cop zombie. I did ditch a group of zombies in the woods, so I don't think we're totally in the clear yet. But look at what we can do now. Come on. Look at that. Have you seen him look like this at all? In like days? No. No, you haven't. And we're just gonna go here real quick. Go to our info. And we're gonna shave that beard off again. We are back. We're back to miming it up. And we're also, just because we can, we're going to wash ourselves. Just having a large body of water nearby is such an overpowered thing. We've lost our makeup. That's okay. There's more. And this guy, what color pants? You're wearing blue, blue, blue. Anybody wearing any red or black? Ooh, paring knife. One of these houses had foundation makeup in them. That's eye makeup. That's not going to be what we want. Yeah, I'm thinking this is going to be our house. It's got its own little home theater and everything. And honestly, it's a really nice looking house. I think that's it. I think for this episode, we should conclude right here. And then next time, we're going to pretty much take all of our inventory, fill this place up, and then begin our quest. Because our next quest is going to be essentially fortifying this area, making it as safe as possible, and then begin with the creation of a farm, as well as a water collection system. I'm thinking probably get the generator set up just so that when it starts, we do lose power, we still have some of it. Of course, that's going to cause me to have to go through the entire house and figure out which electronic things we want to keep, which ones we don't, because different electronics are going to affect the generator in different ways. And I want to keep it so, you know, we can at least still cook. And that's really the only thing that's important. Though, we do have a fireplace here. And it is considered its own oven. Okay. And we get 0 fuel, but we can destroy all sorts of stuff for fuel. Okay. And we're definitely going to want to look for matches, things that we can light fires with so that we can continue our survival. But yeah, no, I guess our surviving the zombie part of the Super Zombies challenge is for the most part done. I mean, we're still probably going to run into stragglers occasionally, but our next bit of this whole entire series is just getting to the self-sustainable part of the challenge. Then after that, I think our boy Mobo is going to make it. Mobo the Mime. Who would have thought? All right, guys, if you like this video or if you've been enjoying this series, hit the like, hit the subscribe if you haven't already, and I will catch you on the next one.